Hi, this is LT Survival. Well, we're inside, so might as well get rid of the knife reviews. Yes, another knife review. My first Kershaw. You've seen it probably on Instagram. This is the Entropy model 1885. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Well, Kershaw is a line that's more economical, which came from China. Because of Birdshot IV, I've decided to trial the Entropy, and it was reported by them to be on sale on Amazon.com. So since I'm Canadian, I went to Amazon.ca and I saw it to be at a fair price for me. As a matter of fact, they send it through the States to me. Why Amazon.ca does send it through the US first? It was a seller in the US on Amazon.ca. It went through custom no problem because the Entropy is semi-automatic. As a matter of fact, this is my first semi-automatic. You've seen my son's first semi-automatic too, and this one I dig pretty much. The only gripe I have, FRN. The scales are plastic-like. FRN, probably fiberglass nylon reinforced, nylon reinforced fiberglass. In French we say it upside down. So it is a nice knife. I'm going to give you a couple of specs if I can get back to my page. I'm going to go to my orders. Come on. Be right there. So, well, it cost me $37. Here in Canada, it's not $20, it's $40 most of the time. So the Entropy was recommended. I like the shape of the blade. It's not the drop point, but the blade drops all the way from the guard, from the handle to the point, and then you have a sweeping edge. So with a small wedge on top, and I think it's a saber grind with a secondary bevel. I'm going to give you a close-up very shortly. I really like the way it wears in hand. It's smaller than my other knives. If I compare it to some Genzo, the 753, so it's about half an inch shorter, maybe a little more. Okay, more like almost an inch shorter. The blade is half an inch almost shorter also. I won't give you full spec on it. If I take my stiletto again, pretty much half an inch more on the Genzo side, but this one fills my hand pretty perfectly, and with the flipper becoming the guard, it's pretty good. The steel on this, I think it's a 8CR13 MOV, which is not a bad steel. It is it's a cheaper steel, yes. So this knife is it's assisted. It's an 8 centimeter blade, but the handle has 11 centimeters, so it makes for an 8-inch thereabout. Extended tang, G10. They say it's a imitation G10, so FRN most likely. It feels and sounds like a FRN anyway. It's a stone wash blade. Description in Amazon's pretty bad, and it is, if I remember correctly, most of those Kershaw is 8CR13. and that's what's written on the blade. I'll show you the markings. There is very good points I like a lot about this knife, and there's some point I feel are not up to par with a Ganzo, for example, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to move to the camera. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, here's the folded version. It's a deep carry clip that can be worn left or right side tip up only, which most of semi-automatic I've seen are that way. The blade centering is off. That's one of the point I'm a bit concerned about. Well, not that it affects the knife, but you can see, if I put it straight, you can see it's really off to the side, and it seems to be pushed away by the liner lock. This one is a liner lock also, so it seems to be pushed away by the liner lock. I'm going to show you the opening. Very smooth. They call it the speed safe. Okay, and the liner lock is perfect. It's all in the blade. I'm going to show you this way maybe. It's all in the blade, and it doesn't pass the 50% of the blade, so it's a solid lockup. No blade play. Okay, very tough. Like I said, the FRN feels plastic when we touch it. It's a stonewash blade. If I can close up, yes. A Kai Rexford design, very nice. You see the marking 8CR13 from China, and you see one of the other problems. It's a nitpicking thing, but you see that. Oh, here you go. You see that mark? Well, it's the detent ball that does that. So if you look inside, you'll see, I'm not sure if you're going to see it, but you see the detent ball. We see it like just here over the flipper. Whoops. I'm going to try to be a little more. I should have brought a flashlight. But yeah, you see it. Oh, here you go. It's going to be easier if I put my finger. There's a detent ball about there that is scraping on the outside of the blade. It's a user blade, so it's not my concern very much. There is worse on this blade. Okay, look at the grind, the last grind. You see here how that's a little unregular, but that's usual at the end here. It's not what I'm concerned about. It's pretty much regular all the way through the blade. If I flip the blade over, it's regular also, but it's thinner, which means that the grind is not equal. I'm not sure I'm gonna translate this, but see that the grind is like a millimeter, not even a millimeter thick, and on the other side it's even thinner, so makes for an unequal grind on each side. And you can see it if you look carefully. Not sure it's gonna show though. If you look carefully here, you're gonna see the grind is moving a little off to one side, which is to this side. So it's it can be fixed probably, as I'm gonna sharpen it with the Lansky system. Oh, camera just went awry. But it's just not fun that it's all that you buy a $40 knife and it is that way. The other positive part, beside the deep carry, and it's a very deep carry clip, all you see from your pens is the tip here, and if you tilt it a little, well, you're not seeing anything. Beside the deep carry, those red or orange bolster, not bolster, but pillar, are sweet. Makes for a very nice knife. I like the Entropy, so let's go back to the tabletop and we'll finish this up. Well, as a final thought, the Entropy, I like the sound of it. I like the weight to it. It's not too heavy. It's not a milled out liner either, but it's not that heavy. It feels good in the end, even though I find the scales very slippery because they're FRN. But I can get by it as an EDC knife. Really satisfied. Semi-automatic, really nice. And do I recommend it? Absolutely. You guys in the US that buy knives, it's probably going to be a $26 knife. We pay $37, which is more than the 30% usual, but not bad. I'll have another knife that I pay almost the same price as you guys, which is awesome. So, if you like this review, very short review on a knife that I'm going to be EDCing. I've already EDC'd it for weeks, for a week or two up to now. And I really like the feel in the pocket. It's not heavy, it's not big, and it's a semi-automatic, which is fine by me. So, which is very useful for me because sometimes I'm working with one end and I need the knife, deploy it. Instead of trying to flick it with my thumb, it's really an easy knife to use. So if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.